been feeling like I'm ready for the top. Got the pedal to the metal, I've been grinding non-stop, killing every instrumental, and I knew just what I wanted. Now I gotta go and get it, and I'm never looking back, only looking where I'm headed. And I doubt it for a minute, trying to get another win.
Good morning, everybody. Today's the big day. Summer camp begins. So much fun, man. I love the World Series of Poker. Just waking up right now. We're going to start off our day with what we do every morning. It is actually, what time is it? 10:52, so we're a little late. But we are going to make a smoothie, a little bit of greens and stuff like that. After that, we're going to get in a sweat over at the gym because, you know, that 4 days took a lot out of me. You won't believe this, but 4 days of playing the Super High Roller Bowl, I lost 6 pounds. You know that, honey? I lost 6 pounds in a week just playing poker. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm not filming you. You're there, but like, hey, good morning.
Hi.
That's Marissa. She's still here. Can you believe it? So we are going to make a shake. We're going to head to the gym, get a sweat on, and then we're going to be playing the $100,000 buy-in World Series of Poker No Limit Hold'em event. And normally I would not be excited about an event like that, as you guys might know from how my World Series of Poker usually goes, and I love mixed games. But this year, there should be a shot clock, and I'm playing pretty darn good. So morning breakfast looks like, first of all, start to shake off a little bit of water, right? You could use almond milk or whatever else, but I go with the water. Take about a handful of spinach. I leave this frozen. It makes it nice and, I don't know, smoothie-ish. Some spinach there. We got some kale. Throw some kale in there. Handful of that. We get parsley. This is really good for energy. If you're looking like for, you know, like a pre-workout type thingy, throw some parsley in there. Then we are going to squeeze an entire lemon and some ginger. I'm gonna cut off, see here, see that right there? I'm gonna cut off a piece of ginger about yay wide. Chop off the ends because you don't want to be eating the skin, right? There you go, little piece of ginger. Cut up lemon, squeeze it up. Oh yeah, don't get that in your eyes. So there we have that. Then we're gonna add a few little supplementy type things. One, you know, I'm not exactly in like building mode right now, but a little bit of creatine never hurt anybody. So we put a little bit of creatine in there. I mean, I guess it was Mark McGuire got in trouble for it, but it's legal and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with this stuff, I promise. Creatine. Then we're going to use some chia seeds. Chia seeds is a good source of omega-3s and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to get a scoop of that. Some maca powder. This is good for, especially for men, for a specific area of the body. Just saying. You want two scoops, honey? All right, we got the maca powder in there. And we're going to use some protein powder in the morning, a little Sun Warrior Plus. A couple scoops of this gives me, this is a solid 35, 40 grams of protein right here for breakfast. And we don't do fruit until after the workout typically. So that's the concoction. It doesn't look good right now, but I swear it will. So now we have I know it looks like green sewer gunk. It really does, right? People are like, I never go vegan if this is what I'd have to eat. But it's yum. It actually tastes pretty darn good, and you know, I guess you get used to it. But yummy, yummy. So this is hard to believe, but what was it? 4 days of playing the Super High Roller Bowl. I lost 6 pounds because when you're playing poker and you're grinding hard and stressed out, I guess you lose weight. I have some extra pounds to give up. I had surgery March 1st on my ACL. I completely tore it, and miraculously, you know, a couple months later, back in action. Just started running again a little bit, but you know, not going to go too crazy playing soccer or something like that, so I re-injure it. But today we're just going to do some back and buys, just get a little sweat on, nothing too crazy, and then head over to the Rio.
Yeah, one time, yeah. You know I gotta go in on this one. You know how I do it though. You already know. I've been feeling like I'm ready for the top. Got the pedal to the metal. I've been grinding non-stop, killing every instrumental, and I knew just what I wanted. Now I gotta go and get it, and I'm never looking back, only looking where I'm headed. And I doubt it for a minute, trying to get another win. I burned a lot of bridges, but I know that I can swim. I don't need nobody else, cause I got it all embedded.
All right, back and biceps officially done. This is Christian, if you don't remember him from previous workouts and I don't know, life stuff like golf and whatever. So feeling good, gonna do a post-workout shake, and then take a little shower, get ready to go down to the Rio. Have to change some chips over. I don't have any money at the Rio, so it takes a little bit of a process because you gotta like bring the Oreo chips over there, switch them into Rio. They have to make phone calls. So the goal is to get there right around start time. Not necessarily right on time, but in that neighborhood. Feeling good, feels good after the Super High Roller Bowl, get a little sweat on. So important.
Trying to save my time, I've been feeling like I'm Geico. Balling in my prime, I've been feeling like a Michael. Trying to get another comma, but it ain't a typo.
Where's my baby boys? It's a good boys. It's a good boys. Yeah, it's a good boy. Hi boys, you miss me? You miss me? Look at you, you're cute. You want a belly rub? You want belly rubs? Oh, look what he does. He goes right on his back because he wants belly rubs. That's Apollo. Hi, Rocky, you jealous? You jealous, boys? Oh, you're so cute. This is what they do every day when I come home. They greet me. Look at that. He wants love. You got love. And you want some love too? You got love. We love you. That's everybody loves you. Everyone on YouTube. You want belly rubs? Look what he does. Right on his back. That's a cutie, cutie, cutie. That's a good boy. Okay, so we are officially on our way to the World Series of Poker, taking side streets. The 15 is a complete mess. It has been for a while. They've been doing construction. Of course, just coming off the Super High Roller Bowl. Feel really good about my No Limit Hold'em game. If you didn't have a chance to watch it live, I highly suggest, if you don't have a subscription to Poker Go, you should get one. And if you use promo code Daniel, you'll save $10 on an annual subscription. It doesn't help you if you're just doing a monthly or a short term, but if you do want the yearly, you can go ahead and save $10 there. And I think you'll see some high level poker. It's one of the cheapest, best ways to learn how to play better is to play, watch the best play. Ready to go here. A little bit of transactional work. Got to take some chips from Aria and put them over there and switch them up, but I should be a little bit late, not too bad. 25K fantasy draft. I didn't have a chance to really draft my team. I had Eric Wasserson do it, but we're gonna monitor that. There's one guy I don't even know who it is, but apparently he's good. So go Aditya or shit. I think that's his name. And of course the ODB fantasy draft was fantastic. I hope you had a chance to get into that. That's a $500 one where you can pick the players based on the price that we had. So 25kfantasy.com is where you want to check all that stuff out. And finally, of course, if you were one of the lucky ones who got the message early enough to put in a team for the FCP Full Contact Poker Fantasy Draft, I'm giving away all kinds of money, and I wanted to tie in some giving. Like I wanted to give to people and have them experience the gift of giving. So, first prize, for example, is $10,000. It's a free roll. There's no strings attached, except one string. You get to keep $5,000, and then you decide what charity you want that other $5,000 to go to, whatever speaks to you in your heart. And again, as I mentioned in the video, this isn't like, for Uncle John's flat screen fund. This is, I want it to be, it's got to be somewhat reputable, nothing silly. But I'm excited about the summer, in the spirit of giving and having fun. And like, this is just, I don't know, I'm full of a lot of positive energy. Been really feeling good about studying the game, playing the game. And as much as I wasn't feeling ready to go for day one of the Super High Roller Bowl, it grew and I started to feel better and better each day, and had a really fantastic run there. So the plan is to keep it rolling all the way through the summer.
I gotta keep running, I'm feeling the love and I keep it 100. I get it how I want it. I've been at it 5 years, never getting cold feet. When my second album drop is going platinum in a week. Yeah, you probably think I'm crazy, but I gotta dream big, and I gotta keep on going till I got my dream crib, and I gotta keep on going till I got my dream whip, and I gotta keep on going till my parents they can quit. Got a lot up on my chest, man, it's getting hard to breathe. Gotta take what I can get, got me feeling like.
Looks like the same trailer. We're happy with it. Snacks are here. Snacks are here. Yeah, buddy. Snacks are here. Whoop. So we were in line. We saw all the wizards. This should be a real big one. 100K buy-in, which I bet you there'll be like over 100 players. The World Series just brings them out of the woodworks. Table 431, seat number 1. Where would that be? 431. Area. Hand. Okay, we're going that way. Oh, it's good to be back home. You're allowed to wear sunglasses. You're allowed to wear sunglasses.
We have headphones apparently.
Oh, just serious, because like in super high roller. Thing it is? Yeah, I wish they banned it. Yeah, that'd be good. Alrighty then, so, excuse me. Hey. So this is, how you doing? So this is a re-entry tournament, thankfully, or maybe not, because maybe I wouldn't have done this, but interesting hand came up against Johannes, who raised the button to 8,000. The blinds are 1,500 and 3,000 with a 3,000 big blind ante. I'm in the small blind. For some reason, I couldn't figure out how much I wanted to make it. I was probably going to make it 45. I made it 50,000 in the small blind with tens, which is fine. It's probably a little bit hefty. You know, you could certainly size down in that spot. And comes back to him, and he takes the time bank, and he makes it 125, raises 75,000 more. So for that price, I certainly can't fold the tens, but I think it's too vulnerable to just jam. So I call. The flop is Jack 7-6 Rainbow. I check, of course. He bets 75,000. And I obviously continue with, I call. The turn is a 6. I check. He checks back. River's a deuce. He has 204,000 left. So I'm thinking about, should I value bet this? Should I check and hope that he bluffs it? Should I just, you know, check fold maybe? So I check. He bets his 204,000. I use a time bank. And you know what? It's funny because in the first 30 seconds, I was like, I'm folding this for sure. And then, because I just didn't think he does this with a bluff very often, hardly ever. So anyway, I ultimately used the time bank, and then I was down like 2 seconds left, and I was like, screw it. I'll call, and if we have to, we'll re-enter. So he had 2 queens. What's up, man? How you doing? He had 2 queens, and that, yeah, that beat me. So I was down to like 80,000, doubled to 150, then went broke to Sergio Ido with ace-10 suited against his 2 jacks. So we're gonna take a little break in the trailer for about an hour, relax. There's a dinner break, so actually a couple hours to chill, and then come back strong on the second bullet.
I never gave up on myself. I've been working overtime, losing track of my own health. And the game ain't that simple. Don't know what I've been through. Kept myself belief even when I wasn't meant to. Cause they gon' try to break you when you
Okay, so bullet number 2, interesting. About the 3rd hand in, I'm at a new table. A couple guys I know. I raise under the gun. Well, after a few hands, I raise under the gun. The blinds are 2,500, 5,000, with a 5,000 ante total. I raise under the gun with 2 threes to 12,000. Adrian Mateos in middle position calls, and then John Andres raises to 42,000. I decide to call. It's a little spewy, but I decide to call anyway. Adrian, how you doing, bud? Adrian calls as well, so another decent pot out there. Comes queen of hearts, jack of diamonds, 7 of spades. I'm just ready to check fold, but everyone checks. I'm like, cool. Turns to 6 of spades. Check, check, check. So now I'm thinking about what types of ranges I can have in this situation, what types of ranges my opponents have. I don't think John can have sets and check twice. I don't think he has aces or kings and plays it like that. Adrian could, potentially, but unlikely. So anyway, the river's an ace. Well, the ace is very likely to hit one of my opponents. You know, he has ace-king a lot. You know, Mateos could have ace-jack in this spot, or, you know, even potentially some ace-queen, whatever. But I can have it all too, right? So I decide to be the first one into the pot, and I fire into about 140. I fire 275,000, trying to represent king 10, ace queen, pocket jacks, pocket queens, which is very credible in the way that I played the hand. I mean, maybe queens not as much. I might 4-bet it, but not always in that spot. So I bomb the river with the threes. Adrian tanks for a long time and folds what I imagine is aces up, and I get insta-called by John Andres, who only had 220,000, but he had the king 10 of spades, so mistake, well, I don't say mistake, but like very difficult to put him on king 10 in a spot where he raised an open under the gun and a flat. So, you know, there's just no way I can really give him king 10 of spades, but I honestly felt like that's the hand he would need to call me. So one of those spots where, talk about range advantage and all these different things, it feels like their ranges are capped, that nobody can have the king 10. Well, maybe Adrian could. He could certainly have king 10 suited. But I was the first one to it, and oh well, you know, when you bluff into the nuts, you can't feel too bad about it, right? I got one guy off aces up. That's not too shabby. So most certainly not my day today, and this one, I gotta be honest, it was really, really tough to be focused after the grind of the super high roller bowl. Fatigue definitely took a toll. Yeah, I mean, I shared the hands that we had there. Like, I got short, down to about 15 bigs, moved in with deuces, got beat by ace 10 when an ace hit the turn, against Yanni again. So he actually, like, did he bust me twice? Pretty close to busting me twice. So that's it for me on day one. Tomorrow's gonna be an interesting day because it is game 3 of the Golden Knights. There's also a $2,500 triple draw mix, Badugi, deuce to 7, ace to 5, which starts at 3 o'clock. So the plan will be to watch the game first at home. You can late reg until about midnight, so that's what we're gonna do. So that's gonna end day 1, y'all. Day 1 of a long grind, and like I said, man, not gonna lie, this was a tough one today because I was dog tired. I gotta like actually acclimate my body to the new sleep schedule because I normally wake up around 10:30. I'm gonna be needing to wake up more like noon or 12:30 to stay on the late night schedule because I play a lot of mixed game events. So anyway, y'all, down 200K, day 1, World Series Poker. It's gonna be tough to grind that back in the next week, but we'll get it back, you know that.
Man, is this what they wanted? Alright, let me bring it back. Yeah, let me bring it back. Trying to get it fast like it's Ramadan. I've been balling out, check the stats like Elijah Wan. First round pick when they put me in the league. I've been waiting for my turn, but right now they all asleep. Tell them wake up, cause you know the ship is leaving soon. And you better get on board, cause it's running out of room. And my circle getting smaller like I'm playing Fortnite. This a battle royale, never scared to take a fight.